he's got to know too. If you don't have it right away, that ball's got to be out. Take the hit off yourself. It's one of those bang-bang plays. These are all bigs on bigs inside. So it's a good play fake. And I thought he had him initially out in the flat.
Getting a lot of looks at Malik Gann in coverage for the Patriots. He was signed on Tuesday. He was originally signed by the Patriots back in 2019. Now a 3rd and goal from the 1. 13 seconds to go. Again out of the eye. Again the heavy set. Handoff to Patterson. Bounces off the contact. Takes it up the middle. Touchdown Washington.
Second effort. Gets in on second effort. It's good stuff in the middle on the bigs. But you just got a really good push there in that second level. The coach won't like that one. Let's start writing things down. Pencil out of the hat.
Josh Uche going down with an injury.
This could hot night too. These could be cramps.
To the 1.
Keep feeding him. This is his drive. You get a guy who runs that hard. He's smelling it now.
We're seeing good work from the Patriots rookie class. Jones with an impressive 2-minute drive, especially at least a hurry-up drive in the early minutes of the 3rd quarter. Perkins has applied some pressure. Now it's Stevenson with an opportunity to drive it into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots!
Nice run, Youngin. My God, the backs that they have. You think about Damian Harris, Sony Michel. You got the young rookie now. Saw J.J. Taylor in his burst, running people over. We know what James White can do. Now, that's going to be a fullback team, too. You're going to have fullbacks to make this football team.
Damian Harris, Sony Michel, J.J. Taylor in a tight-knit group in that running back room. Here on the field, the first. To congratulate defensively here and an 8-point difference. They're working hard in the heat here at Gillette.
Brutal day today. 103 heat index. Whew. That'll mess with your head getting ready for a game. You almost drink too much during the day.
Bloated. Again, thus far, during training camp for the Patriots, for the most part, it's been relatively cool.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of rainy days mixed in as well. Montez on 1st and goal to go. Flush from the pocket. Runs it to the outside. Throws it to the end zone. Should have been caught. It was bobbled and then gathered in. It's a touchdown. It was caught.
Was he out of bounds on the recatch, though? I thought he was second. Ron Rivera, he doesn't want to take any timeouts back in his pocket.
You know, so you made the comment earlier that preseason games bring out, in a lot of cases, you know, a different fan group here at Gillette Stadium.
Sure.
A lot of people who are regular season ticket holders give their tickets, in particular to young people, the kids.
Yeah.
Kids come out for a night game in the preseason. You don't see it as much during the regular season. That's one of the great things about these games as well. Stevenson with a great run to the outside. Still on the go. Go, boy. Come on, Andre Stevenson. Trying to go wire to wire. Second touchdown for the rookie.
There's your perfect example. Go make a play. Get noticed. Had a great drive earlier. They fed him. Eventually finds the end zone. And then for a big burling back, whose forte is to find contact, run through it, run over it, and then go score. This guy's got some wheels.
Well, the Patriots kneeled down. Ron Rivera and the Washington football team called a pair of timeouts, and then Ramondre Stevenson took it 91 yards with his second touchdown run of the evening.
As the great Billy Sims would say, Boomer Sooner.
Thought it was interesting, Nick Sirianni talking about Flacco. You can see the value he places on having a vet who has that experience.
To the outside, they're going for the speed. And Watkins has it. No one's going to catch him. 79 yards for the touchdown.
Oh my word. Did you see him turn on the Jets? That was unreal. I mean, poor Trey Norwood, number 21 for the Steelers. He just made him look real bad and slow. Unbelievable explosiveness from Watkins, which is all we've been hearing about with him during camp.
Flacco got it there on time, and Quez Watkins got his southern.
Can't put your hand on top of him and leverage him like that. Turn him around. That's a lesson for the 4th rounder from Texas Tech, who's really had a good camp so far.
So now it becomes 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. McFarland back in the game as the lone setback. And they flood him, but he figures out a way to get around that left side and into the end zone for the touchdown. He had nowhere to go on first look, but good second effort running as the Steelers get on the board.
Boy, that's a nice effort by McFarland, because Singleton came.
Hold the ball effectively. He's 10 out of 11 now here in this game.
But the problem is, Scott, you have that mental error, and now it's 3rd and 11. You know, it's just tough to come back from that. He's going to have to make a stick throw here. Now we'll get a chance to see the linebackers in coverage and the young secondary guys that are out there battling for jobs for the Eagles. They're going to get a chance to make a play on the football.
3 receivers and a lone back in the backfield. The Eagles jump offside, free play. And Haskins throwing to the end zone, wide open for the touchdown. Anthony Johnson was left all by his lonesome in the back of the end zone. And that touchdown is going to stand. 22 yards on the throw and catch.
There's a whole lot of bad for the Eagles right there. We keep doing the Ritas on those replays. I love Ritas. They need, the D-line needs a Ritas. I need a Ritas Mango Gelati. That's what it's about. Mango Gelati. Trust me.
Any Ritas would do right now. Handoff again. Samuels pushes the back forward, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. And for the first time tonight, the Steelers take the lead. You can see some terrible towels out there because this team travels well. Mike Tomlin and his team, part of a culture in Pittsburgh that really started to bubble up in the early 1970s and has never gone away.
Well, there's some young Philadelphia Eagles.
At the 15, Jacob Tuioti-Mariner with a tackle, a pickup of 7.
One thing to notice here, guys, in a regular season game, what will we see right now? Substitutions, because this defense looks like its tongue is wagging. They're only subbing a DB here because it looks like they're going to go into some type of nickel subset. They are seeing who wants to stand up when they're tired right now. They're not rotating defensive linemen in and out on the stride.
2nd down and 3. Woodside gets rid of it quickly, passes to the end zone. Touchdown. Cameron Batson able to haul it in.
That is an absolutely beautiful back shoulder throw to the front of the cone. Shot. You've done that. You've done that a few times in your life.
Yeah, I mean, that's just an unbelievably thrown, good football. Chris Williamson on the coverage on the outside had really good coverage, and if anything, they're going to say when you turn on.
By Chris Slayton and Dorian Etheridge.
I tell you, I am so interested to see how the Falcons are going to figure out the numbers when it comes to linebackers, because we know inside now they're strong across 2 deep, and then when you see someone like Etheridge come out and play like he did today, how many guys are they going to keep?
What's interesting, because you got to think about the same thing on the back end as well, because look at this division alone with the NFC South. You got some quarterbacks that are going to throw it.
2nd and 8, and that is a touchdown.
Beautiful wheel route.
Miller Forstall, 12-yard touchdown catch.
But again, that's just execution. And sometimes when you get a linebacker to bite on the first step and he's got that coverage shock, there's nothing you can do about it.
Those running attacks from being as long and as profitable as they've been. And when you do that, you expose your secondary to that man coverage. And that could become an exposure for this team. But so far, so good in terms of being able to lock them down.
The play fake, and there's the rollout wide open. Doesn't get much easier than that. First touchdown of the game goes to Devin Singletary. So Griffin to the sideline, and now Detroit marching closer and closer to that first touchdown. Reynolds cuts it back. Craig Reynolds. Is he in? Touchdown.
Lights up the defender, first and goal. Benjamin gonna find the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, you gotta like that right there. A little Enoch and Perry flashing a little bit here tonight.
Second and goal. Play fake. DiNucci with time. Touch pass. Beautiful touchdown. Cowboys have the lead. Brandon Smith. Beautiful toss that time by DiNucci.
Well, there you have it right there. Well executed play action pass by the Dallas Cowboys. DiNucci on the mark.
And then finished off by Caleb Johnson, rookie out of Houston. Another timeout for Miami. Just 6 seconds, 7 seconds came off the clock. And they're clearly in Jason Sanders' range, so no worries about that. One of the best kickers in the league.
Yeah, they've secured the field goal right now, so we'll see how aggressive they can get because they still have a timeout left.
And 2 downs with which to work.
Bears have shown too high, so that middle of the field is potentially open there. Looking like more single high here.
Yeah, single high. Now Michael Joseph playing as the deep man. Brissett lofts it up the sideline. He's got his man. It's Savant Ahmed. And it's a touchdown for Miami.
Wheel route right up the sideline. Nice touch.
The last couple of years, when they get inside the 10-yard line, when they get into goal-to-go and goal line situations, they were an exceptional offense, and Fields in particular was good at throwing to the end zone and throwing in goal line spots.
Well, I mean, you got to respect Ohio State's ability to run the football and Fields as well. So they did get a lot of single high safety down there, and then it's one-on-one with the receivers. That's a good set of receivers down there. And he ran for 15 touchdowns.
Flag is thrown. Fields avoiding the pressure. Take it off.
Right here.
Right on cue. Justin Fields to the end zone. We'll check the flag. Michael taking care of the running back coach duties now.
And, you know, it's going to start to open up. You start running inside and outside, and then you're booting Justin Fields. It's going to open up, and it's going to stun those defensive ends. The end man not in the line of scrimmage. You're going to have to respect it with what Fields brings to the table. Now you're starting to see things open up a little bit in the run game.
Adam Redmond is at center right now doing the snapping.
Here's the boot again.
And Redmond is there to block.
Throwback.
Fields has Jesse James. Backpedals in. Fields with a touchdown, and the Bears take the lead.
Nice play, a little chilly roll, so they got to respect the run. Throwback to Jesse James.
Game and be aggressive. Just be aggressive. Don't worry about making mistakes, but I think it's the opposite of what's happening right now. Offensive line, they're oversetting. They're not taking it to the defensive line in the run game, and consequently on the defensive line is just holding the blocks. They're not trying to get off the blocks. They're not firing through the offensive line. So right now, both sides need to step it up aggressively.
KJ Hamler, center of the field, got behind Dantzler, who ain't running right. 80-yard touchdown. Lock. Hamler, 8-0 Broncos.
Well, the question's going to be, where should Cameron Bynum have been if this is a two-deep safety type?
It was a run of about a yard by Demaria Crockett, first-year running back from Missouri, that is. Well, there's Ryan Conley, Eden Prairie High School. Let's go.
There you go, Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Spent his rookie season with the New York Giants, came to the Vikings through the Giants, but a great job blitzing off the backside and making that play. And to go back to Cameron Smith, Paul, you hear how loud it is. And I remember after games that your ears would be ringing. Now, I don't know if that was from the Metrodome and all the music they pumped in, but you listen to these hits, man, your ears are ringing.
Two tight ends to the right, second and goal, play action. Locke rolls out to the right, throws to the end zone, and it's caught for a Denver Broncos touchdown. Trinity Benson, divine intervention. 15-3 road team.
Well, much better job by Cameron Dantzler.
Why Zim? Why Minnesota?
Just felt like this was the perfect opportunity for me. You know, having Zim, having the resume that he has. Wow. The resume that Coach Zim has, speaks for himself. So having an opportunity to come out here and play with him, kind of the same defensive scheme that I played with at the other place I just came from. Just thought it'd be an easier transition.
You know, after that big play, we're going to take a look at the play, take a break, and we'll get right back with you, all right?
All right,
Can you hold tight?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was Patrick Surtain II. His father played in the National Football League for many, many years. They are extremely high on Surtain. It is Austin Fort in his third year from Wyoming, gain of about 9 yards. So it'll be third and goal for Denver, leading 26-6.
Janaris Robinson coming in, and he's getting his first chance to play. Lynch coming out. You know, you watch Patrick Jones and some of these D linemen on that last play. It's the transition. You know, I talked to Dalvin Tomlinson about Danielle Hunter and what was the most impressive part of him, and he said it's just the way he transitions from run to pass. And you can see some of these young guys just struggling a little bit when they don't know for sure what the play is.
Teddy out of the shotgun, two receivers right, one left, third and goal from the 4. Fade back right of the end zone, touchdown, Denver Broncos. Couple of TD receptions for Trinity Benson. Trinity Benson, first year East Carolina, runs it up to 32.
Control allowed him to keep going after that. That was a very awkward landing.
And so it brings up 3rd down and 4. And again, the Jaguars defense has been very strong. They have bent, but they have not broken. And that's obviously one thing that Brent Martineau will talk about with head coach Urban Meyer at the halftime break. Lauletta sets it back. Johnson takes the snap. Under a little pressure with time now, launches one for the end zone, and this one is caught. And that's a touchdown, and it is an amazing catch up over the defensive back, Davion Davis.
Yeah, this is a great catch, but here's the thing, the coverage was pretty good from the jump. Tyson Campbell is in.
Bucky Brooks, as the Jaguars are looking to get on the board here.
They need to get on the board, and this is one of those things where if you're Coach Meyer, what you're trying to figure out is where are we right now as a football team? Are we tough enough to get some of these hard yards? We could easily kick the field goal and put points on the board, but I think this is what we call an attitude check. Let's see what they can do in this moment. 4th and, talking about a long one, maybe 2 yards. See if they're physical enough to either run the ball or if they have a clever little play action pass, they can sneak somebody out to the flat for a first down.
This will be the 14th play of this drive, and you saw there that until the last 2 drives, the Jaguars had 120 yards of offense, and in the last 2 drives, they've had 120 yards of offense. So C.J. Beathard has gotten something done.
He has got something done. And remember, when we talked to Coach Meyer yesterday, he talked about how they're tracking everything, the winners and losers. He is taking notice of what C.J. Beathard has been able to do the last couple drives.
Hammond, Austin, Cooper, the receivers. Beathard and Agumbawale are in the shotgun. 4th down and 3 from just outside the 5-yard line. There's the snap, pressure coming. There's the toss in the direction of Tavon Austin. He's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
You gotta like that. You gotta like that from C.J. Beathard. Great execution. Ran a little bunch route at the top. Kind of little eye-candy distraction. He goes down. There's a little smash concept down at the bottom with Tavon Austin. Tavon Austin runs away from the corner on the corner route. C.J. Beathard, height, weight, speed, guys that have the prototypical dimensions for the players that play in the league. And so when you have that kind of length, you can disrupt things at the point of attack, which you saw Smith just do.
Here is the 20th play of this drive. Started back on their 8-yard line. Atlanta turns and slings, and it is caught for a touchdown. His 2nd of the night. He fired that one in. I mean, that was sent with authority to Ryan Switzer.
Yeah, Ryan Switzer, the former Tar Heel, wins his one-on-one battle inside. Easy slant, nice catch. Kyle Lettis had a nice day for the Cleveland. C.J. Beathard, 13 for 16. Solid showing.
Luton plants, turns and throws. A strike for the touchdown to tight end Tyler Davis.
Hey, man, this was a very decisive throw from Luton, putting it right in the seam.
That's a credit to him. He can handle both of those.
And Wink said that they wanted to try him at nickel to give him more depth there, and he believes that he's twitchy enough to play at that position, and obviously he's a willing tackler. I mean, he's built like it.
He sure is. He's 215 pounds, he told us. That's
solid. Yeah. I mean, he's a solid player.
Yeah.
Body language says a lot. When we were visiting with Wink Martindale early this week, as soon as we brought up Brandon Stevens' name, he lit up. He sees great things for this young man. 2nd down and 9 for the Saints in the Grill Mates red zone. And the ground game getting around the edge. Tony Jones to the 5, dives for the pylon. Waiting for the signal from the officials. Touchdown Saints. So Tony Jones with quite the drive. He had a 28-yard run, a 15-yard run, and now a touchdown run as we take another look. Also Tony Jones.
Yeah, it gives you a little flavor too of what the Ravens plan to do in the red zone. I mean, what are they going to do? They're going to pressure? Are they going to not? And so right there, obviously they did not. They just used the press out to the sideline.
And looked like they were playing a little cover 4. I mean, that time they was 4 across. The 2 safeties were high. And anytime you go 4 across high, then you isolate number 2. So now that he has to make sure, and those are easier throws going outside to those number 2 receivers, which we saw there.
Jameis Winston from under center. Looks to the right, fires to the back of the end zone. He's got a man for a touchdown. Coming down with a reception is little Jordan Humphrey, which I would imagine will make big Jordan happy.
Now, they were the man-free coverage right there. I don't know what pulled the free safety out of the post, but something pulled him out because obviously that's where the ball was completed. But everyone was locked down. They just got beat one-on-one in the coverage.
Anthony Averett was the defensive back closest to the ball, which does not mean he was at fault, unless you know what the coverage was. He's both fan, friend, and mentor to guys like Huntley and McSorley. Huntley keeps it on the read option. Up the middle is in the end zone. Tyler Huntley puts the Ravens in front for the first time in the 2nd half.
That's Lamar Jackson.
Let me tell you what, seriously, if we get a chance to replay this, it'd be great to see. But that is one of the most difficult plays to stop. It's called a power O read.
Yes.
And the back will go one way away, which will track the linebackers, and then you get a counter O back that way, and he's the ball carrier. Defensively, unless you're in a 0 coverage, you are short one player.
You're short.
There.
And there is Adoree Jackson. Missed a lot of time last year with an injury. Former 1st-round draft pick with the Tennessee Titans, but we have been very impressed with him in practice.
Yeah, I tell you, he's got such short area quickness, and the thing about him is, and Coach Judge talked about this, they're not afraid to put him on any style of receiver.
3rd and goal.
Quick guy.
He rides in for the touchdown.
This was P. Ryan's drive. They just took it to this Giant defense.
So it'll be 3rd and 14 for the Giants, down 10. Midway point of this 4th and final quarter. Giants just 1 of 9 on 3rd downs. They've been stopped on a couple of 4th downs as well.
Sure, that's going to be one they talk a lot about in their meetings, is 3rd down conversions.
Thorson under pressure. Going to throw it down the middle. He's got his man Willis for the touchdown.
That's a good job there. Thorson buying time, eyes down the field.
I'm sorry. But I think a Super Bowl teams that all runs together in Tampa Bay.
Just keeping you honest there, brother.
That's okay. It was a good fake. Keyshawn Vaughn remains the running back. He gets the football and straight ahead, plows. He's in! That's a Buccaneer touchdown.
You got to love direct runs in the red zone, Chris. Just give it to the running back, let the offensive line do their job.
And they did. The reserve offensive lineman, for the most part, combined with both teams in this game. The Bucs had the first 2 takeaways. In the first one, Levante David fumble recovery. He's kind of took it away, helped set up that touchdown drive.
The key on defense here is penetration to those 3 interior players, and those tackle in both defensive ends. They have to get penetration and move that line of scrimmage to allow those middle linebackers a chance to get into the backfield and make a play here.
Joe Tryon has come up and played big. Evans is the back. On a 3rd and goal. Evans straight ahead, powers in for a Bengal touchdown. Well, the Bucs made him work. He eventually got in. That's Surge from the former Michigan star. And with an extra point, Bengals will take the lead. We have 13 seconds remaining. The Bucs will be kicking off to start the second half. Evan McPherson, the rookie from Florida who kicked off earlier for Cincinnati, is in a battle here.
You know, I'm getting my work cut out for me, but yeah, it felt good to get back out there and get some live reps.
I know some guys have been banged up on the line. Okay. Oh, there's a touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go!
Joseph Jones with a pick 6.
How about that? They brought Joseph Jones in here to be a compliment on special teams. And how about that play? I love it.
A free agent from Northwestern. And the crowd erupts.
Theme of the night. Turnovers.
7th turnover.
Holy cow.
Combined. But that's the first one that turned into a quick score. A defensive touchdown for the Buccaneers. And it looks like with Kyle Trask, they're
on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Kind of a sidearm delivery that time by Lowe.
And when you're first taught to throw the ball, throw over the top. Now what you look for is guys who can drop that arm and throw from different angles, throw around on rushing pass rushers. So he's checking off the boxes as we go along.
The running back is Kylan Hill. It's 2nd down and 10. Love. Lyman with the good block. Screen pass. There's another good block right there. Put on by Myers. Over the pylon. That is a touchdown. Kylan Hill with a block by a rookie center. And the rookie running back taking it in for 6. Be 2nd and goal.
Well, sometimes you say you need to hit the running backs right on the numbers. Outstretched arm right there. To me, that's not a tough catch. For a receiver or tight end, but for a running back who's used to getting that ball put in his belly, it's a little tougher of a catch.
Drive strong with the Green Bay 42, and the Packers went for it on 4th and 2, and they gave it up on downs. Davis Mills, 2nd down and goal. Phillips looking to find a crack as he bulldozes his way in for the touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead with 9:08 to play in the first half. A 5-yard touchdown run by second-year running back Scotty Phillips.
And you see him emerge from the crowd and getting his congratulations. 5'8", 209 pounds. You think, well, 5'8's not real tall, but 209 pounds. So he's got that good contact balance that running back coaches are always looking for. And that contact balance means that first hit, you don't lose your balance. You're able to still continue to run, and that's what he was able to do there. And we talked about all the veteran players that the Texans have on it. Driscoll had 2 starts last year. So this is not new territory for him, being out there, getting the job done. You know, something as simple for Jordan Love as getting the plays in his headset. Yes, you can do it in practice, but it's one thing, because you do it in practice, oh, I didn't get the play, give it to me again. You can't do that in the game. You've got to be able to get it in your ear and then get it to the guys who are on in the huddle with you.
Running back is Darius Jackson, if that name rings a bell. He was with the Packers in 18. He did not carry the ball. He was released by Las Vegas recently. He carries here, bounces outside. The quarterback will lead him inside the 10 with a nifty move to the pylon and touchdown. Darius Jackson, a former 6th-round pick by the Dallas Cowboys out of Eastern Michigan. He only has played in 4 NFL games. Comes up with a beautiful 25-yard touchdown run.
Last year, undrafted free agent out of Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, gets a first down. His first game action as a Ram.
QB run right here.
Out of the shotgun.
You think so?
On 1st and goal.
Get out of there.
Perkins. Nope. Throws. And he's got a touchdown. Christian Jackson.
Bryce Perkins bringing this Sean McVay offense to life.
With his arm, for the most part.
Darius Bradwell there down to the 1-yard line. Rams defense opening drive gave up a 20-play drive to the Chargers. Eventually, though, did the job in the red zone. They can't, however, this time as the Chargers punch it in. Bradwell, who got him to the 1, gets the touchdown. What's your favorite part of the building?
My favorite part of the building is when you come in here, an amazing open-air field close to the ocean here in L.A. It's something you can't explain. You're covered by the roof. You feel like, okay, you might be indoors. You're protecting the elements, but you got palm trees in the north end zone. You got a great breeze coming from the south. You're out here, open air, and it's just seeing the expression on the fans' faces. When they walked in today, all walking in with their cameras, taking pictures. Their excitement makes us excited.
Offense remains. Zay Jones wide left, Regis again in the backfield.
I like this. Let's see what you got. How tough are you?
Regis runs it and scores it.
Nicely done.
Down in the south end zone, home of the new black hole. Touchdown Raiders.
Got behind that offensive line and just snuck behind it, right? Get that defensive front moving and just come right behind. Well done. Good eyes. That's good vision. Right down.
Hang on. Looks like they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here. 4th and 4. DJ Dallas is in the backfield with Magoo.
1-1-3-5.
And here comes the Raider Nation with the noise.
This is going to be a huge home field advantage for the Raiders moving forward. This crowd noise, this place can really get loud for the visitors.
They missed them last year, just 2-6 at home. Another place they look to improve. Opening up on Monday night, Dallas got some room out of the backfield, breaks a tackle, and he's going to go.
Blown coverage. Saw it right away. Whoever was supposed to pick him up never went with him.
And then to complicate matters, they blow a tackle. They miss a tackle on the back end.
Yep.
That was $1,500 for preseason game. 1st and goal. B.J. Emmons gives them reason to cheer. Touchdown, Raiders.
It's kind of an old school play they ran there. We talked about it in the first goal line stand, just an over the
puller there from right guard is Trey Smith, the rookie round 6 out of Tennessee, a very athletic guard. They're young on the right side. They got the veterans to left guard and left tackle. If they protect Mahomes, they feel like they may have the most solid team in the AFC. First and goal. Back of the end zone, a wide open touchdown there to Byron Pringle as the 49ers lost.
Boy, that wasn't even close. Man coverage. B.W. Webb on the slot on Brian Pringle. That's a very good throw from Chad Henne. I don't know if they were supposed to switch up somewhere.
Trey Lance, second series. 49ers went 3 and out. Brandon Ayuk had a drop, and he was sacked by Chris Jones on third down. Ross Dwelly lines up as a right wing next to McGlinchey. They're going to boot the quarterback left. Here he goes, deep downfield. Trent Sherfield's got it. Trey Area.
So his first throw's incomplete on a drop. The second one's a touchdown. Woo! House call. Absolutely love it. And that wasn't even a pretty football. That had a wobble on it. Usually Trey Lance is throwing that tight spiral. This one had a little wobble on it. But
he was rolling left, though.
Right on the money. Rolled left and then sets his feet and comes back and looks to his right and finds the over route to Trent Sherfield. And that ball is right. I mean, that's a perfect throw from Trey Lance.
80 yards.
You think the faithful's fired up?
Wow. Look at the sideline. Jimmy.
And those guys running out at you on the perimeter game, get out of the way or get knocked out.
That is Will Parks, the former Denver Broncos safety. JaMychal Hasty. Is he in? He's in. He's not in. He's inside the 1 yard line.
He may be in. The fans may have it over the officials. You cannot tell if his knee is down when that ball crosses the plane, but Dose takes one on the head, loses his helmet. Good job by the linebackers refusing to allow Gore into the end zone, pushing him back.
Eddie Vanderdoes, a good interior player.
Oh, he's big.
Out of UCLA, 19 games, 13 starts with the Raiders and Texans.
So Arden Key, Maurice Hurst, Eddie Vanderdoes, all from the Raiders.
Shalik Calhoun. 49ers and Raiders are going to play a preseason game. Week 3, our next home game will be on the 29th. 2 weeks from tomorrow. Here we go, third down and goal. Fortson goes in motion.
I'll be shocked if they don't go out here.
2 by 2, quarterback pulls it. Bouchel will skip in the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. But Kyle Shanahan, by calling the 2 timeouts, has time to respond.
Did that adjustment seam of cover 2. 26-yard completion.
One of the things I hate about that soft 2 is you don't get that jam on the Z.
Walker trying to buy some time. No. Escapes Rochelle. Fires, catch, touchdown. Tommy Tremble, the rookie from Notre Dame. The Panthers have scored for a 4th time today. First time they've hit the end zone, and it's a 2-score lead in Indianapolis.
And again, lost the edge, this time on the pass. First time on the run, this time on the pass. We bought him time out there for him to get the ball.
With less than 8 minutes to go in this preseason opener for each of these 2 teams. LeMay, the lone setback. And LeMay finds the painted turf. Touchdown, Colts. And you would assume the Colts would go for 2 here.
Absolutely, and that left side of that offensive line opened that thing up. They put a heavy formation with tight ends over there and drove it to LeMay, who's had a very good training camp, and other than the silly penalty,